We are coming in slow. We just faded in from black. And we are worldwide, soon to be universally live. I'm talking beyond the Milky Way. Kbps. So I have to check the stream in the monitor. This is the ARC B580. It is a ASRock Steel Legend ARC B580 on a X670E MSI motherboard. Unfortunately, with only DDR4 RAM, which I think is tuned through XMP to hit 3200 Hertz. And the notorious i5-13600K to top it off at the CPU level. The colder fall weather is coming, but I had to put an extremely aggressive fan curve on in the UEFI settings for the i5-13600K. Basically kicks in starting at like 50C, and it sounds like a jet engine's coming off. I have an open air rig with 2 CPU fans, large ones. Assassin, I can't remember what the hell it was. I get them on Amazon all the time. They're $50. Called the Assassin. I can't remember who makes them. But I'm building a 14700K with that very fan, CPU fan, soon. I have to get that going before the cold weather comes in. Let me just make sure the snooze tube is kosher. Probably, here we go. I should be able to get to variant news on snooze tube. Oh my. Alright, good. The mic sounds better. I'm using Turtle headphones this time. I was using a cheap pair of Steel Legend, Steel Series headphones I bought for like $40. But they're deteriorating, and I have multiple pairs of Turtle headphones, but I don't like using them because I don't want them to wear out. So I have to get a new pair of Turtles somewhere. But maybe I'll go with somebody else, like Sony, or even one of the more like audiophile companies. And now I can't remember. Sure, I think it makes headphones. There's a bunch of them that I used to know very well when I used to sell pro audio gear, but I digress. Let me see the Outer Worlds music that is coming through. See it on the audio levels. It's a bit low. I'm gonna keep it there. I had this game all set up. I was tweaking it earlier today, and I saw some screen tearing when I was moving left to right, and I enabled vertical sync, and then it pinned, or tried to at least pin the FPS to 120, which is what I really want. I also need to verify real quick here that I'm still on 120 Hertz on my Gigabyte monitor, which is set to 1440p. So I'm going to go in. This changes all the time. Windows is constantly, and games may be changing your refresh rate at any time. Usually Windows 11 is the culprit. I'm at 1440. I'm at the desktop mode and active single mode are in sync. Sometimes with the Arc, with my Arc workstation, I have to go into Intel graphics software and go here. First off, this low latency mode, I'm going to try enabling it. I'm not sure if this actually works. This is a universal setting that should work on any game that you play, but I'm not sure if it actually works. I would literally have to measure, like have developer mode when running a game and measure it, latency. And I'm trying to figure that out. See if I can do that with commercially released games. You can do that with Unreal Engine. There's ways to unlock it, but I don't think Outer Worlds was Unreal Engine. In graphics, or rather, I think it's display. So if you're on Windows 11 and you go into display, advanced display for your monitor, and the desktop mode and active signal mode are out of sync. Sometimes the active signal mode could be at 4K and your desktop mode is at 1440. You want them to be in sync. At least that's my opinion on the matter. Just to properly set 1440p resolution. You can toggle between these settings, like display scrolling, switching to GPU scaling, and then coming back to display scaling. That should get the active signal mode and the desktop mode in sync. And this is why I think VSync was tying itself down to 60 Hertz or 59.95. Sometimes it's right below it. So I'm going to try to go back to 120. I don't think it'll set 120. It'll be right below 120 Hertz. So if I go here, go to Bluetooth, I come back to system, I hit display, I go to advanced display, it's at 120, but I don't think it's going to stay there. I think it's going to go down to probably 119.88 or something similar. Something right below 120. Because something is making it, something is preventing it from staying at 120 Hertz. So that's that. So I found the culprit. I should be at 120 Hertz. I am going to leave this down, actually quit it, because Intel still needs some work on Intel graphics software. It's good for making adjustments, but the metrics, they're going to need to update the metrics area because it's not accurate. And it stops running metrics often. So all you can do is just wait for them to fix it. Windowed full screen. And the frame rate limit, I'm going to set to 120, and then also now enable vertical sync and see if I can get back up to 120. I'm not pushing the game that hard. Everything's on high settings. I was testing with textures and shadows, visual effects, foliage at Ultra. And there were huge disparities in FPS in the open world scenes of the game. If I got close to a large object, a large texture, the FPS would drop below 30 FPS. then I moved away, it would shoot all the way up to 98 or close to 120 FPS. So vertical sync is really needed in this instance. So let's see what I'm getting. I actually am using Intel Present Mon on a monitor that is not being displayed through OBS. And now I think it went away. I don't know what, oh, it's in its own window, that's why. Alright, so now I have it in the other monitor on top of OBS. So I'm back to 119, or at least the engine trying to tie itself to 120 FPS, which matches my refresh rate in Windows 11, which I find to be the best experience. And there's no screen tearing that I see, although I really should slow this controller down. I'm moving too fast. I don't like that. Anyway, I met this señorita, and we have to, it's the latest thing we have to do. We have to find deliver Reed's message. Reed asks you to deliver. So basically, there's these poor bastards that left Edgewater, the deserters, and they're trying to live on their own on the land. And I need this power regulator, or whatever the hell it is, to get this spaceship I found off the ground. So I could take these deserters, take their power regulator. But there's gonna be problems. I'm gonna have to see if I can get these deserters to come back to Edgewater and work for this tyrant Reed, who just works everybody to death on this colony somewhere in the deep dark recesses of space. So where's my there's a marker here. Is that where I need to go? I have multiple markers. What's this? Yeah, I think. Got a lot going on here. I got 4 markers now.
Don't make me report you to Mr. Thompson.
What? Oh, God. This game is, I think, developers from Bethesda. It's very Fallout-like. Cutscenes. Like, everything has to load. Any of these towns that you go to, you have to load into them. Not like Cyberpunk, where real open world, nothing, no loading scenes. But that makes no sense. I just came from there. I have to find these people. Active quest comes now the power. She's my companion now. I hope that she has a gun. If we come across beasts, pray. There's these gorilla-like creatures that are really powerful, and they're in family units. And if you run up
Get ready.
across them, you're fucked.
Don't.
Auntie Cleo knows. Friends make everything better. Companion 1 ability, Companion 2 ability. Hold, continue.
Mess with us.
Oh, he's dead already. Pepper him up a little bit. Right, killed this poor bastard? Look at this guy. Chopped his fucking leg off. He ate his arm and his leg off. It's not cool. Not cool. Can I pick this thing up? It's just some computer that you read. Alright. Where's my lady friend? Did she run off? Oh, there she is. We should be alright. Stick to the town buildings. We're going off the beaten path. Those gorillas are nasty. Just beat the shit out of him. I don't have enough armor and firepower. Although, I did get, finally, I've got a shotgun. What do I have for ammo? I don't know why isn't the ammo showing up? And this doesn't show ammo either. I hope I didn't disable that settings. Oh, I can't climb on top of this shit. I'm doing over 100 FPS. It's trying to sync to 120, but there's still all these massive drops, especially in the open world. So the VSync is not helping as much as I wanted it to. But at least it's trying to get to 120. I want to check the live stream. Snooze tube is kosher. Alright. Yes, when you get right on top of a large texture, a large object, building, the FPS drops. Alright, so we got homeboys here. They're gonna come after us. Here's another thing. I want to get my Marauder armor back on. I took it off and put back my hibernation suit because the guy, the grave digger guy, digs graves for people, said I look like a marauder. But I need the armor. This and the gas mask seem to be the same. I don't know what's gonna happen if she's with me and we attack these guards. Is she gonna get in trouble, or is she gonna... I don't know what's happening. Oh, these are marauders. Alright, so we can kill these guys.
All together. Here goes nothing. Down they go.
Guy got fucked up. Alright, the resolution is all screwed up. That's why I'm not seeing the ammo. Oh god. This thing needs to... I need to go window... something. Yeah, apply them. Keep. Go back. Window to full screen. Apply. What? Alright. Something went out of sync. Big time. What does Windows 11 say? So now Windows 11 somehow got into 1440, 1080p mode. I don't know how. It just switches shit. Windows does this constantly. Extremely annoying. And the active signal is now out of sync, and we're only at 30 hertz. Just pathetic. Just gonna do 120. Keep changes. This game is Battle Wars is not working well with Windows 11. They're both screwing around with the resolution. Alright, so that's there. Please give me 120 hertz. Now, let's get the syncing fixed first. Like I said, I go into Intel graphics software. I'll go to GPU scaling, and then I'll come back to display scaling and hope that these are in sync, and they're not. That's great. Custom. See what got me in some kind of crazy nearest neighbor. Display scaling. Alright, and then in here, I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna go from the 4K back to 1440, but it'll probably still be out of sync. Doesn't look like. Alright, we're gonna have to quit the game. Apply this. Back and quit. Because this is just going completely haywire. In 1080p. I'm gonna close this. Tell present mon. I'm gonna keep changes. Now I'm gonna go to 1440 yet again. I don't know what it's doing. Why is it zooming in the entire display like that? Alright, 1080p, at least zooms it out properly. I may just reboot. See, 4K is the recommended resolution for this gigabit monitor. So it favors that. Oh, it's at the point of just doing 4K. But I want to see how hard I get hit in the game. Whether or not. Try. These are in sync now. Bit depth is 12. It's another thing I want to make sure. I want quantization always to be full and 12-bit color RGB. How did it go back to 1080? So annoying. Alright, I'm gonna reboot and bring the stream down. Windows 11 has completely nosedived into some very strange anomalies, as usual. Checks in the mail.